Even more so at the highest level of play, the honing of fundamentals must never be overlooked.
Time for baseball now on the show as you get a look there at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals. Harper and Arenado look to provide some fireworks. Next. Gio Gonzalez, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, I think he's the kind of guy you always feel confident in to go out there and perform for you. He has great stuff, and beyond that, he knows how to get guys out. That's something some pitchers never really figure out, but he doesn't have that problem most of the time, and I don't expect that to be a problem here either.
So striding forward now, Steve Cook. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Harold, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting, the bullpen's coming through, and it looks like they're rested. They're doing the things they need to do to really be a winning club right now.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Hit on the ground to third. Arenado's got it. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
Man, errors are never welcome, but to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He had a triple in the game yesterday, finishing 1 for 4.
Bryce Harper. Come on, let it fly right here. Let it fly.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital with no score. Digging in the switch hitter, Daniel Nava. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit down the third base line. And that's through for a hit.
Well, he hit that ball hard right there. I think he got a little bit lucky. If it's at somebody, probably a double play ball instead of a single.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve Cook, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
This is a big at bat. You're down 2 right here, and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play. He's got to pick up something. Just keep the chain moving. This is a big at bat.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. 1 run scores. They will hold the other runner at third, but it's a 2-run double, and it will tie up the ball game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Digging in for his second at-bat,
Right
Bryce
fielder
Harper.
number
0 for 1 here in the early going.
Bryce Harper.
Come on, kid. See and drop. Hey, see it, drive.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder, Hyun-Soo Kim. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Your pitch right here, kid. Let's go.
Three 3-0 pitch on its way. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Weeder.
All right, one time right here.
Come on, let it rip right here.
0-2, here it comes. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Nava is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. And here now is Dustin Garneau. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Dustin Garneau.
What's that one now?
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Cook will put this one away, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rockies are out in front, 4-2. Striding in once again, Steve Cook. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Wait for a good one, huh?
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, let it fly right here.
See it, drive it like you can. Let's go.
Here's the pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Garneau has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 4-2. Ready for another shot now. Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve Cook. Hey, one time right now. Here we go.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
This one's down to third. LeMahieu. And the return will pull the first baseman off the bag, so they'll just settle for the 1 out.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Digging in once again, Bryce Harper. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 2 runs, 4 hits. 1 error thus far for the Nationals.
Hey, let's go, big fella. Need you right here.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Digging in to try it again, Hyun-Soo Kim. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Ready on 1 and 2. Ground ball left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way. You hear that terminology, hands inside the ball. The only way you're going to do that is you pull your hands in hard and stay inside the baseball. Nice piece of hitting.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Matt Wieters. Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Here's the 1 and 2 delivery. Hard hit to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. Rockies lead this one 8-2. Stunning shot there of the Capitol as we welcome you back to Nationals Park here in D.C.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
8-2 tonight's final. Colorado get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Adam Ottavino earns his 8th victory of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB
Final
The Show.
for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies. 8 runs on 6.
We are just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Steven Strasburg will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, his last 3 outings have been interesting. He hasn't been bad, hasn't been great, but he's walked away with a no decision. So today he's looking to go maybe a little bit deeper and see if he can walk away with that W.
Into the box now, Steve Cook. And a chance to add to his National League RBI lead if he can deliver right here.
All right, take a rip here. We need you here. Let's go. Hey, come on, big guy. Get your pitch.
Here's the first pitch to him. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even.
So striding in, Dustin Garneau. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a double play ball here. Down to third. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. So digging in now, Steve Cook. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Cook.
First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Again, a 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Once again, a 3-2. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Around first, digging for 2. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the third. And as you see there, his total places him second on the Nationals in that category. Here's Bryce Harper now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Bryce Harper.
And nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Two out here and a runner at second. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Story.
Hey, we got no out.
To third. Cook is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. In is Gerardo Parra. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, 7 hits in 25 tries.
Hey, grounder right here.
Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Hey, he tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Digging in and looking for more, Steve Cook. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Cook.
Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Waiting on it is Tapia.
He's got it one away. Ready once again, Steve
Up next
Cook.
for the Nationals, third baseman, Steve Cook.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out. And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Steven Strasburg. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Well, I thought he did a real nice job on the mound, guys. He threw strikes and mixed his pitches really well. And in the end, his performance helped propel them to another victory.
Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River and Nationals Park here in Washington. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals. It's Nationals baseball next on the show. Max Scherzer gets the ball for Washington in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, first things first, Matt. Check out that ERA. Under 3. He's having a nice season. He's not going to blow you away with unreasonable gaudy numbers, but anytime you're under 3, you're having a really solid season. If he's able to execute his pitches, he may walk out of here with a win today.
Hey, we got one
Standing in, Ian
Batting
Desmond. And the
left fielder, number
home-away
20,
splits tell us he's actually quite a bit
Desmond.
better hitting on the road than he is at home. From the stretch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in to second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rockies 1. The Nats coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball. Settling in now, Steve
Batting
Cook.
third.
He's definitely a
Third
long
baseman.
ball threat. Currently
Steve
3rd in the National
Cook.
League in that category.
Come on, big guy. See it. Drive it right here.
First pitch on its way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. These Rockies, Harold, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, they're playing good ball, and here they are already with a 1-0 lead, and I think this trend may continue. They're really putting it all together and playing good ball right now.
Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Way out in front. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, Woody usually calls a pretty nice game back there, although consistency has been an issue brought up with him in the past. We'll see if it comes into play.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready for another chance? Steve
for the
Cook,
Nationals.
as he'll look to bring
Third
home that
baseman.
tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Here we go.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. LeMahieu will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. At the plate, Steve
Now
Cook.
batting.
No hits in
Third
two trips
baseman.
to the plate for him in the
Steve
ball game.
Cook.
Hey, find a gap, kid. Find a gap.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
Hey, let her rip.
Here it comes, 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Get your pitch, huh? See it, drive it. Let's go. Right here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only one run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Striding into the box,
batting,
Steve
third
Cook.
baseman.
0 for 2 with a run
Steve
batted in for him thus
Cook.
far.
Oh, baby. Get your pitch up there.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. So now two men in scoring position.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
Well, they missed with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and just put him aboard here, and they'll do just that.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
Right
He's got
fielder
the
number
bases loaded
34.
now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on
Right
to come
guy,
through
right
in spots
spot.
like
Come
this,
on now,
Matt.
kid.
Second on the team and runs batted in.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he will look at a called third strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are two gone now.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Now batting,
So stepping in,
First
Ryan
baseman.
Zimmerman, as he's got a
Ryan
chance to tie
Zimmerman.
this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Hey, see it drive.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Blackman is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mission accomplished that half inning for the Colorado bullpen. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Rockies lead it 3-2. So stepping in, Steve Cook, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Hey, good luck.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
We need you right here.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
They need you right now. Let's go, kid.
Soft liner towards short. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Murphy rounds the corner and is headed home. The runner scores from second.
Well, that base hit right there gives them 2-run cushion. When you have a 2-run cushion late in the game, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Stepping in, Bryce Harper. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Hey, I need you right now. Here we go.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back safely.
Your turn. Drive him in. Clutch up, boys.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 8 full. It's the next. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Hey, you got one.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Now that's a Gold Glove caliber play there.
You got that right, Matt. There is a lot of moving parts on that barehanded play, and it is a thing of beauty when everything comes together just like it did. You can bet he'll be watching this one again after the game. Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Jake McGee wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Greg Holland hammers down the save, his 25th of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious